Good evening to DeFiChain News on the 30th November 2022, the news show that provides you with the latest updates on DeFiChain project. If you like the show, then let's go crazy on the like button. It helps the project, subscribe and click the bell button. And stay until the end because we will discuss the next shows and dates. But before we start with the headlines, I would like to welcome my co-moderator and expert of DeFiChain, Lord Mark. And I'm very happy that you are here today. Not 100% fit, but
we're gonna make
what's
it.
your...
Good evening, everybody. Yeah, my voice is a little bit impacted. I think I caught some virus, but it's all good. We had a great German show, so we're gonna rock the English one even better.
Yes,
Right.
was really great, and also the English one, a second try is better than the first try.
Yeah. So if somebody ended up in the wrong stream, it was my fault. Now you are now in the right place. All good. DC,
Okay,
are you ready
then
for the headlines?
I would suggest show us the headlines for today.
Absolutely. Let's go.
So, first point, our headline, DeFi Meta Chain website is finally released and we will talk about it. Then the next Hardfork is coming, Grand Central. We had a ticker or dToken voting and we show the winners of this round. Then our regular points, notable mentions, the community projects and their updates, and last but not least, the future dates. Then,
well done.
Our headline, DeFi Meta Chain is finally live, but only the website.
Yeah, congratulations. Let's party.
Okay, tell us a little bit.
So what happened? Okay, so like everybody knows, DeFi Meta Chain is the big new thing. We're gonna have the hackathon. We're gonna start into 2023 with a completely new kind of feature set, EVM compatible blockchain. And of course, we need kick-ass websites to showcase all the capabilities and what's gonna be possible, all links for the community. And the birthday research team launched the website today. We're gonna, in a couple of seconds, we're gonna jump over and show you how the website looks like if you haven't seen it yet. Maybe a couple of remarks to the website. First of all, it's not completely finished yet. You're gonna see it's, a little bit incomplete, but it's a very nice start. Designed completely new, fresh design. We have this under the sea theme that is kind of going through the whole website. So you see jellyfish and you see pirate treasures on the bottom of the sea. And yeah, a lot of information is included. It's a completely new design. The old website that is a little bit oldish already is gonna be also revamped, and sooner or later, beginning of the year, these two websites gonna be merged into one. DeFi Meta Chain is always going to be a little bit playful because there are more capabilities, more compatibilities and interoperability with other chains, while the DeFiChain website is going to be a little bit more understatement, a little bit more business orientated, so to say. So, and enough said about that you get a better feel what we are talking about. If you haven't seen it, let me just see that I get a screen share right here. This is how it should look like. So, what do we see here? Let me scroll up. So we've got a menu bar on top of it. There are a couple of menu buttons or items hidden below the top white bar. Some of them are working, most of them are not working yet. So these are placeholders. So the page is really came online today and it's now gonna be filled on a daily basis. I think big reminder coming soon. That we scroll further down to the bottom of the sea, we have like the new big events happening, launch of DMC testnet. DMC stands for DeFi Meta Chain, who doesn't know that. Launch of DMC mainnet, and then the big announced DMC hackathon that was also funded by the community funding proposal with a big amount of DFI. So this is gonna start soon. Then we scroll further down, more jellyfish, then more explained what is DeFi Meta Chain, how does the EVM compatibility play together, proof of authority, scalable ecosystem, future-proof trends. So yeah, everything that you need to know. Even this is, I think, a lot of placeholders and teasers, and then further down how to connect with our amazing community, Discord, Twitter, GitHub, YouTube, Telegram, everything what you need to know. And then on the bottom, the rest of the menu items. And this is supposed to be like the treasure on the bottom of the sea, a lot of DeFi coins that can be found there. Something funny that we figured out, DC and me were guessing because nobody told us what are these interesting items here on the left side. We figured out these are actually live updates. They're a little bit hard to read, especially if you don't know what they are, but we figured it out. So it's 13,718 masternodes. We have 2,457,000 something blocks already mined, 200 token on the system, and last but not least, about 500 million total value locked in our system. So yeah, that's it all overall. I think a nice colorful start this year. How do you find it?
Yeah, great. It follows the design guideline of the new Light wallet, a similar style, directly linked to it. I think the main trick on the website is scrolling down. So if you open it and think,
deeper, you
okay,
see. Exactly.
and there's just a little content. It's now filled up. It's just the first step, and we can now look for more and more.
Absolutely. Maybe something what we should not forget, there's kind of a promote the new website promotion planned. On Twitter, there's going to be an exact explanation how this is going to work. But the main idea is everybody in the community, please tag 3 friends, retweet the tweet, retweet the information, and then some lucky winner can win 500 DFI as a little thank you for helping to promote the new website. That's it so far to the launch of the new website this year.
Okay, thanks, Mark. Then we come to another or new hard fork in the near future, which is not related to DeFi Meta Chain. So what's the content of now called Grand Central hard fork?
Yeah, Grand Central. So named after the big railway station in New York. Grand Central brings a lot of new features to the chain finally. On-chain governments, a long-awaited feature that we really need to vote on DFIPs and CFPs. So all improvements that the masternodes vote on can be now voted in a far better system. Then we've got a new token consortium framework. We spoke the last news shows about the consortium, where we're gonna get these new bridges where you can actually bridge in and bridge out on DeFiChain. So this is included. Then a new support for masternode parameter updates. As you know, you can change operator, owner, and reward address. That wasn't possible for the masternode. That's now gonna be possible. Commission and reward fixes, and that's it more or less. All the details on GitHub. There's also gonna be a blog post. Make sure that you update your node. That's pretty important. You're gonna need release 3.0.1. Also update your desktop wallet if you have one, otherwise it's gonna stop after the hard fork. And then block height 2,479,000. This is about on the 8th of December 2022. The mainnet fork's gonna happen, and then hopefully if all goes smooth and we are on Grand Central version 3 of our truly loved blockchain then.
Yes, looking forward to it. A new major change in the version 3. Really great. Okay, so far on the blockchain side natively, then we had dToken voting. So we will add new dTokens on our used DEX. Tell us about this cycle.
Yeah, this was the last one. Nearly slipped our attention that we wanted to do a last one in the last 1 or 2 months of the year. We had the last voting round, I think it concluded yesterday. We had 384 people voting, what was actually a little bit a low turnout this time, but I think everybody was busy with other stuff. Nevertheless, thanks for everybody who took place in the voting round and filled out the form that DC posted on Twitter. We had a couple of interesting assets to vote on. So it was mostly sector funds or ETFs this time. And maybe we jump right in and then have a little look.
Show the winners.
Show the lucky winners this time. So we had ARC space exploration. That was like you mentioned it earlier on, 2 or 3 times. Made it only in the runner-ups and didn't get listed on the DEX. Then we have Vanguard Small Caps Growth. Quite surprised. I thought it's gonna be the value stocks, but it's growth stocks. Then we've got a energy sector ETF, and then we've got the real estate select securities or something like this. I can't remember the exact name of this asset. Do you remember the name?
Real estate select sector.
Sector, it was okay, a sector ETF. Okay, cool. Yeah, these are the lucky winners. Timeline was not really reported in for core development team. I assume it's gonna be the same like all the time. What means they're gonna get listed this week, and most likely next Monday the reward redistribution happens on the DEX. So watch the space, check Twitter, official channels gonna post it for sure, and then you can participate in this new 4 trading pairs.
Yes, was really interesting, and I was a little bit surprised about real estate. What do you think? Do people want to go long or short regarding real estates?
That's a very good question, because this was really none of the tickers that I was voting for, because I thought I really don't know what I should do with real estate at the moment, because I'm really honestly, I've got no idea what the market is doing, right? A lot of people talk it's gonna crash. A lot of people think it's gonna be safe
good,
haven.
yeah.
I think people mostly think about shorting it. I assume that's most likely. I would assume. I didn't vote for it, so not so much of an opinion. What do you think?
No idea, because it's same like on your side, yeah. What should I do with real estate? I have no clue if it is currently a good investment, and in case of yes, in which direction, long or short. I would not invest currently in real estate. I would wait a couple of months and have a look how it goes on.
Yeah, no financial advice here.
Sure.
But let's see. That's gonna be interesting one. Good question. Let's kind of follow up on that. What's gonna happen with this ticker? It's also gonna be interesting to see the reward distribution. How many rewards they gonna capture from the other assets? That's always quite interesting. I have no idea how big or how small these ETFs are. Something else quickly, I forgot. Next year we're gonna change this a little bit. So the plan was at the beginning 2022 we did like a monthly round of voting. Now that we have so many dTokens online already, we wanna slow down, and we said we're gonna do. I think you announced it earlier on already in another show. We do a quarterly voting where we think it's enough, and we also gonna see most likely more participation. So yeah, next one is February, I think.
Roundabout, yeah.
Roundabout. Okay, cool.
Okay, so far for the dToken voting, you can switch back to the normal screen, and we are jumping into notable mentions. What happened?
Yeah, so there have been a couple of interesting articles published. CoinMarketCap published an article under the name "The Value of Tokenized Real-World Assets." Really interesting. Check it out. We're gonna link the article in the show notes. Then CeFi versus DeFi, what the recent chaos taught us. Very nice and colorful article. I started reading. Check it out. Link's gonna be in the show notes as well. And then the regular Twitter space of Julian, where he spoke about DeFiChain is winning in the bear market. That's it's available as audio file, but also as video on YouTube. And then last but not least, something I jumped the gun here, revision of DeFiChain timeline. There's a Reddit post, and I think there's also a blog post coming out that shows actually what are the next steps, what's gonna happen. Like always, DC is doing an awesome job linking everything up in the show notes, so you don't have to search. DC does the work for you.
I will do
just
it later.
have to click later. That's it about the notable mentions for this week, DC.
Very cool. Yeah, even the market is going down. We are very active as a community, and with this, we have now the handover to our community projects.
Awesome segue. Yes, so what happened this week on the community side? So DSEA or DC, how you want to pronounce it. So not DC, that's a tricky one. So it's an NFT project, it's an NFT platform. The source code is now available on GitHub, open source. Check it out, help them to check the code, help them to build. You mentioned it. I was laughing when you said that before. This is for the guys who understand how GitHub works. Because when you click
It
on
is
it,
so.
yeah, it is so. Because I clicked on it, I thought, what will I see? And then I saw just the GitHub repositories, and I thought, okay, that's more for the tech savvy
Not for
guys
me.
out there. Yeah, that's not for me. Yeah, but that's it's worth mentioning. Very cool. Thanks, guys. Then DeFiChain Trader added additional search filters were implemented. URL DeFiChain-trader.com. It's also going to be linked up. Then QGIS Max Volti, not Max Volti, Volt Maxi, released a reinvest pattern tool on the website. Was actually pretty cool. Now you can choose kind of in the user interface how your rewards that you earn gonna be reinvested. And you mentioned it. I haven't seen it myself. There's gonna be a pie chart or something like this that gives you a little bit more information where the rewards are coming from. That's cool. Gonna check that out after the show directly. Good. Then there's an update on our DeFi Links.io website. Just a small one, but we are in need of your help, guys. Everybody who's listening, help us to collect new links for DeFiChain. There are so many, especially with new blog posts, Reddit posts, other social media entries and stuff. Please help us. It's otherwise it's really a tedious task to find all these links. We linked up a Google form. In this Google form, you can enter all the data, also how you want to be found, your hashtags, your logo, all that stuff, and then I can take, or the other guys helping here can pick this information and update it on the website, and then we can build a complete compendium of all links. That would be awesome. Then DeFiChain Italia, they are making progress here. They've got 200 followers on Twitter now. So actually it's 210 already they reported in. And they had 2 Italian Twitter spaces. Me and DC were not listening in. I had Italian actually in school, DC.
I know.
Yeah, but beside ordering pizza, there's not so much left anymore.
Good opportunity for you to refresh it.
I should, huh?
Join it.
A little refresher. That would be awesome. I gotta try. Good point. And they also published a second tutorial on DeFiChain desktop wallet this week. So yeah, if you're Italian and want to learn more and don't understand what I'm saying now, parli italiani or something like this, or parli italiano, then check those guys out. DeFiChain Wiki, we call it the dinosaur of DeFiChain because it was one of the first community projects actually. And I think it's cool that it's still going strong. Had a little Halloween promotion running a bit late here. Halloween is gone sometime, but the winner, 555 DFI, is going to a Twitter handle. I think that's the Twitter handle, Amadai Skucha. Sorry for slaughtering your name, but I think this is one of the contributors, if I understood that, on DeFiChain Wiki. DeFiChain Wiki is also available in Spanish, if I understood it right. At least the white paper was translated. So thank you for everybody who's helping out there to maintaining that. That's a community effort. Yeah, really cool. I think it's a great database of knowledge database for us. And that's it, DC, for the community updates for this week.
A lot of things for 1 week. Really great. And yeah, it's also my feeling the community currently has a more positive spirit. Yeah, a lot of people are building on DeFiChain, around DeFiChain, looking forward. We should keep it. It's a good time to build.
Absolutely. Bear markets are for building, like we always say, right?
Yes. Okay, then our last topic for today, future dates. For sure, next week news show, but there happened and will happen more on this channel.
Yeah, you were active on Monday, the 28th of November, so that's about 2 days ago, or exactly 2 days ago. You had an interview with Jonas from Lock. You spoke with him about the yield machine. Sounds really spacey. Where you can log in your DUSD and generate yield. And I think you spoke about a couple of other tasks, a couple of other topics. I haven't seen it yet, I have to admit, but I'm planning to check that out. So if you haven't done it yet, I think that's a must-have
Worth.
or
Yeah.
must-do. Check it out, especially if DC and Jonas took the time. I think is really a good one. Then I pre-recorded the next fireside chat that's gonna air tomorrow with DeFiChain Epic. He's the awesome dude behind the funny videos that we did or that we saw, especially in the bull market. You're also gonna learn why there was not so many updates. It was a fun conversation. I mean, of course, there's advertising for my own show, but give me feedback. I think you're gonna like it. The dude is awesome. The topics were also fun, and yeah, you're gonna learn a lot about many different things. Don't wanna say too much here. And like you mentioned, news show next week.
Sure. With this, we are at the end of the official part. Still time left for some questions. I also spotted one in the chat. So everyone live, put your question in the chat. We will try to answer it. For the rest of you, thanks for joining, watching this episode. Give us a like and see you next week to another episode of the news show.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And there we are, flashing question marks in the background. Like, subscribe, bell button. So, there's a question you said. So, Christian is here, notable mention. This guy has to get a golden medal from us. Good. Should we start with
the really first one, and
the
then
very first
we
one?
come.
Okay, I let you read that out. You see.
So, good morning, guys. Different time zone. What are their burning mechanisms for DeFi? I know right now the most important thing is DUSD, but once that gets solved, is there
Hold on, it's coming back.
is there something to get rid of excess DeFi that's gonna be used for the burn bot? I think that's also related, like the second question to the last DFIP, where we voted with yes that we want to move some currently burned DFI to use them to burn DUSD, and they are unused block rewards so far. So there was a kind of scheme, how many DFI per block should be used for which feature, and the one or other are currently not used. One was for option trading, and a small part was not allocated. Currently they are burned, not emissioned to the system, just directly removed from the system. And with this DFIP, we will use this block reward DFI, swap them to DUSD and burn the DUSD. That's the idea and the mechanism behind. I hope this answers also the first question regarding the burning mechanisms. So far, that's the only one.
Yeah, and then we've got a question that's going a little bit in the same direction from Sodi Uyu. When does the burn bot that was just voted for become live?
I have no concrete date, but I will expect it going live short after the hardfork. So there is a hardfork needed to move this block rewards to our dToken system, because currently the allocation is not part of the DFI used for the DUSD or the dToken system, and you need a hardfork that they can be used there. So it's in the code what they should be used for, and that's why we need the hard fork. After the hard fork, they are available for the burn bot. We already have a burn bot running with part of the DUSD DFI pool block rewards, and I think they will be added and burn just more. So should not be long after the hard fork.
Cool. Understood. Yo, that's it for today. No more questions. Then I would say
Thank you,
thank you.
and see you next week.
See you next week. DC.
Have a
Everybody
great
out there,
time.
have a great time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.